Returning now to one of our top stories, and South Korean police are locked in a standoff with the president's security service as investigators seek his arrest. The country's impeached leader is wanted for questioning over his decision last month to declare martial law. For the latest on this, joining me live now is South Korean commentator Joung Hwang. Thanks so much for your time this afternoon. As I mentioned, investigating authorities, they're trying to arrest President Yoon, but they're in a standoff with the military unit. What's likely to be going on behind closed doors at the moment?
Well, the investigators actually do have a valid arrest warrant for President Yoon, but the head of presidential security detail is claiming that it is not valid, and his job is to protect the president. Therefore, he cannot accept the arrest warrant as it is. So right now, the security detail and the investigators and the police force that's accompanying the investigators, they're actually in a standoff inside the presidential residence as we speak.
How long could this standoff go on for?
Indefinitely, in theory. I mean, the investigators could actually charge these security details with obstruction of justice, but that may actually entail physical contact. Even fight might actually break out. And for appearance of kind of a calm administration of justice, I think investigators might actually want to avoid that. So, I mean, we're at a stage where there's no precedence to really guide investigators. Politicians and lawyers are all sort of, looking at the relevant laws, trying to guide us through what is really the correct course of action. And everyone is interpreting these laws according to their own political expediencies. So there's a lot of confusion going on.
And the arrest warrant expires on Monday. What happens then if that expires and the president isn't arrested by that stage?
Well, then I think investigators can get a new warrant issued pretty easily. I think the court actually next time will be even more a little bit peeved. So I think they'll be even more explicit about why the presidential security detail will need to stand down.
Now, South Korea has been quite stable for a very long time. What happened here? What went wrong?
Well, I just have to assume that President Yoon has been kind of brainwashed by far-right talking points on the Korean YouTube SNS world, where a lot of conspiracy theories went around about possible election fraud and various nefarious things that were going on in Korean society, all of which is not really founded on facts. But apparently President Yoon has believed that, and he believed that the opposition who was attacking him was really, anti-Korean, and he felt that he was justified in declaring martial law. In terms of a common South Korean common sense, it just made no sense, which is why we're seeing a large popular rallies demanding his removal.
What is the sentiment and the feeling among residents on the ground there at the moment?
Well, I mean, there is a split. I mean, if you see the current scene outside presidential the residence as you're broadcasting now, you do see two groups of people who are protesting. But if you see the more like the latest polls, there are numerous polls of this, I think by the about 70 to 20 split, that overwhelming majority of South Koreans are for impeachment and removal of President Yoon. And there is still a core group of people who are supporting President Yoon.
All right, we'll continue tracking the story throughout the afternoon. Joung Hwang, thanks so much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you very much.